Hi everyone in the English reading class on week 8, fall 2020. Welcome to our 8th week class. Today we're going to begin new unit that's called unit 8. So we'll begin with unit 8, chapter 1 for today. So before we begin, you should have your textbook open to page 97. Okay, open your textbook to page 97 and then we can begin. And as I've been saying in every week's video, whenever you see this mark on the screen, this one, stop the video and work on the textbook activities as suggested in the video, okay? Whenever you see this, you have to stop the video and go to your textbook and do the activities there. Let's begin. So first thing, if you look at page 97, you can see these three pictures. These are pictures of jobs, the work people used to do in the past days. Can you guess what are these? What are these pictures? Guess, look at the picture and think about the jobs. Maybe you can easily think about the last one over here, but other two, I don't know what you think about. Please take some time, stop the video for about 1 minute and think about what job are these. Okay, I hope you did that. And if you have finished, let's see. The jobs we have are, the first one was the job from 1950s. It's a telegraph operator. The second one in the center is from 1970s, typist. And the last one we have is from kind of old 1920s, cow milkers. So telegraph operators means in the old days, people sent and received telegrams, which were messages sent using Morse code through underground and undersea cables. Nowadays, we can quickly send messages by using smartphones, using internet, and using so many other devices. But in the old days, people used to send telegrams. So in that case, they used to have telegraph operators. In 1970s, typing means typist is just typing. Women worked in typist pools where they typed letters and forms for managers in an office. So people worked for managers or their bosses to make forms, to type letters. And the last picture we have, maybe it can be easily understood. Cow milkers. People milked every cow on the farm twice a day by hand. So if you have only one cow, it's not a big deal, right? Like one cow in the morning and in the evening. But in a cow farm, there's so many cows, and you have to milk them by hand every day, twice a day. So that's kind of time-consuming job. Now, guess number one. Why are the jobs above no longer needed? Do you think the jobs are still there? Do you think the telegraph operators are there? Or do you think there are typists working in working for managers or working in an office? Do you think there are cow milkers? They work in a farm. Why are the jobs no longer needed? The jobs are not needed anymore. Why do you think they are not needed? And what jobs have they been replaced with? So what jobs came, what new jobs came so that these jobs go away? And number two, which jobs today do you think will no longer be needed in 20 years? So number one is from past, like 1970s, 1950s, 1920s to now. 過去から今まで. Number two is 今から maybe 20 years later. 20年後まで. What other jobs will disappear? Please guess. And let's see. First one, telegraph operator. This job is replaced by telephone, email, and internet service. That means technology replaced that job. Second job, typists. Typists are replaced as personal computers become more and more popular. And nowadays, we don't need typists. I can type everything on my own, by myself on my own computer. And third one, cow milkers. That's replaced by machines and automated milking. So machines can milk cows, plus it's automatic. So in one 1 hour, they can milk hundreds of cows. Okay, so this is how technology is replacing the way people work. How about number two? Which jobs today do you think will no longer be needed in 20 years from now? So, any ideas? I don't know what you have. Maybe there can be many jobs. For example, postal services. Postal services is like Yubin Kyoku service. That may change in 20 years. I don't know. Since email is becoming more and more popular, maybe in a few years they don't need any postal services. But we don't know. But the second one, cashiers at stores are beginning to be replaced by machines. If you walk around in the different stores, or sometimes even in convenience stores, there are like Jido Reji now, automatic cashiers. So maybe in a few years, there should not be, we don't need any people standing at cashiers. We'll have automatic cashier system. So there can be other examples also. You can think of them by yourself. Okay, let's go to the next part. Next part is chapter 1 from unit 8. That's called startups. Startups. What's startup? Before we go to the reading, think of the questions we have on page 98, I guess. Number 1, a startup is a very small business that is still in the process of growing. Okay, that's a startup right there. The meaning of startup. Startup meaning IMI is a small business. It's not like big and already established. It's in the process of growing. It's coming up. It's beginning business. Now your turn. Would you like to have a startup? In other words, would you like to start your own business? Why or why not? If you think, yes, I want to begin my business, I want to start up, what kind of business would you like to do? What kind of business would you like to have? Write down your answers. Similarly, number 2, if you think you can start a business, what are some advantages and disadvantages? Advantages is good qualities, plus point, and disadvantages, negative points, bad points, being a business owner. Owning a business, starting your own business or having your own business might have good points also and bad sides also. Think about that. And number that's three. What kind of person do you have to be to start and run your own business? In other words, to become a businessman, what kind of qualities you need to have? So for these 3 questions, I'm going to give you some time. Please stop the video and work on these 3 questions. Write down your answers. When you finish, come back and continue the video. ここで一時停止して、この3つの質問に答え書いてください。自分の答え。Then when you finish, you can continue in the video. Stop the video. Okay, if you have finished, 終わりましたら let's continue. Okay, for number 1, you can have your own answers. I don't know, what kind of business would you like to begin? Or whether you want to begin a business or not. For me, maybe I don't want to begin a business right now. But if I want to begin a business, that would be like import and export businesses. Import and export, like import things from Nepal, my country, and sell them in Japan. Other things I cannot think about right now. Number 2, what are some advantages and disadvantages being a business owner? Here are some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are like you can make your own decisions, making your own decisions, setting your own schedule. Like I can have my plan, my personal plan, personal decision. I don't have my owner to tell me. I don't have my company to tell me things to do. I can decide on my own. That's my plus point. But negative points, disadvantages are you have to pay for your own healthcare and pension plan. Pension plan is Nenkin. Okay, healthcare is kind of Hoken. So if I have my own business, I have to be responsible for my own healthcare and for pension plan. It means more responsibilities and more financial risks. If my business does not make good money, then I have economic problems, financial risks. Okay. And what kind of person do you have to be to start and run your own business? That's to start and run your own company. You need to be determined, organized, informed, hardworking, flexible. Most importantly, you have to be a problem solver. Problem solver means when you start your business, you might have a problem. Then you have to be really thinking about how to solve the problem. Okay. I hope you also have similar answers, and I think you're having good answers. Next, we are going to focus on a reading skill called making inferences in this lesson. Okay. Making inferences means guessing, kind of suisoku. Okay. In other words, reading between the lines. We have to make inference in reading because whenever we read some passages, information in the passage is not always directly stated. The writer never says the information, not always says the information in direct way clearly. So in that situations, as a reader, we have to infer, or we have to guess about the information. We have to make a guessing. Oh, maybe this person is trying to say this. Also, we have to guess the writer's opinion. Sometimes the readers have to guess what the writer's opinion is. Opinion is writer's mission, perspective, views. So how do we do that is from the context, okay? The context of reading helps us to decide what to infer, what to guess. So let's practice this in this lesson today. Where's my mouse? Okay, next slide, what you have is from textbook, page 98. If you look at page 98, skim the first paragraph of the passage on the next page. That's page 99, okay? Over here, the first paragraph, please skim, means quickly look at the first paragraph. First paragraph means this paragraph, right? This paragraph. So I'm going to get rid of that for now. So please quickly read it, the first paragraph, and answer the question we have here. You will have to infer information from the passage. You have to guess the information. And which is your answer? How do you guess answer? You have to underline the sentence in the first paragraph that tells you what the answer is, okay? Underline the sentence in the first paragraph that helped you find the answer. So which is considered the most common career path? Please look at the first paragraph and try to guess the meaning, guess the answer for the question, which is considered the most common career path. Please stop the video here and look at the first paragraph and write down your answer. Okay, I hope you have done that as well. What's your answer then? Did you write your answer? Okay, not. Please continue. Read the first paragraph and write down your answer. If you have your answer, let's continue. So the answer is A, go to university, then get a job afterwards. Now, how do you know the answer? Did you underline the first paragraph that helped you to find answer? You should underline the entire first sentence that helps you to infer answer. Most college students see their time at university as the first step in their career path. Afterwards, they will go out into the working world and get a job. So afterwards, they will go out into the working world and get a job. So that helps you first go to university, then get a job afterwards. Okay, that's how you have to work. Okay, let's practice one more on this. So there's one more practice: reading skill, making inferences. Now skim the rest of the passages. Okay, さっき first paragraph やりました。次は rest of the passage means all the information in the passage. Then read sentences below. We have 3 people, Brian Lauren Groch, Whitney Williams, Jack Workman. Circle the sentence that best describes the secret behind each person's success. Please read these whole paragraphs about 3 people. Okay, we have 3 people over there. Green Mobile, Whitney Williams Collection, and Punch. 3 paragraphs. Please read them and circle the correct answer for what is the secret behind each person's success. For each, choose A or B. Okay, so stop the video here. Take about 5 minutes for this one. Then after 5 minutes, come back and play the video. Stop the video now. Let's put it there. Okay, did you finish? 終わりましたか？終わってない人はまだ stop のままね。Okay, as you finish, if you have finished, let's continue. For number 1, what's the secret behind Brian's success? So what answer did you have? Did you have this answer? Find the simplest way to sell your products, even if you have to pay extra for the service. So for this, how do you know the answer? The answer is from lines 17 to 20. Okay, if you study line 17 to 20, you can find the answer there. For second person, Whitney, the answer is B again. Spending time on your work now will help you be successful later. And how do you find the answer? You have to find answers in between lines 25 to 27. And for the last one, Jack, the answer is B again. Think big and don't listen to people who tell you no. So where do you find the answer? Is in lines 32 to 35. Okay, this is how you have to make inferences. Make your own guessing. You have to guess to find correct answers. Okay, now read the entire passage on page 99. That's this page again. Okay, read the entire passage. Then after you finish the passage, use the Google form link sent to you by email and submit your responses to the questions for reading comprehension. The questions will be from page 100, this part. This is in the textbook, it's in a diagram, but in the assignment, it's made into matching, okay, matching. So which one goes to all these 3 people? You have to choose. That will be your assignment, and I hope you'll have a good time with the assignment. And if you happen to have any questions regarding the assignment and regarding the video as well, please send me an email. And that's all for today. Goodbye. See you in next week's video. Goodbye.